The shizzle dizzle. We got a Mexican show here today, and as I get number sevens, as I get number sevens, I'm going to expose to y'all or share with y'all Secret 173. Secret 173. Last night, man, we had a good show. Shout out to everybody who showed up. I thank y'all for showing up. Um, as you know, topics went in three different directions. We started off with the political, then we got a little TMZ, then we got racial. I didn't stick around for the racial stuff, so my power conveniently went out. But shout out to everybody who showed up: Ron, MD, Kelly, um, Kelly, a guy named Bill, Juju, um, Che, and China. So I listened to the show, the racial part, of course, because I listened to all of it. The TMZ's not my cup of tea, and really the racial is not my cup of tea. But I will give a secret to. Now, y'all know I'm all for reparations, right? I'm all for it. However, some of y'all, when it comes to reparations, um, I don't think y'all understand generational wealth. Like generational wealth. Generational wealth. What do I mean? What does Black Sun mean by generational wealth? I mean wealth that passes down from generation to generation to generation to generation. And from each generation is groomed. Each generation is groomed. And in part of that grooming, these people don't get on the internet and they don't associate with people who are not on their generational wealth level. I have went to school with people like this. I've went to school with people who have had generational wealth. My daughter is now going to school with people with generational wealth. And let me tell you, these people with generational wealth, this is to Che, these people won't give you the time of day with even a conversation. They won't even look your way. These are the people that have inherited slave wealth. And it's funny because Che, um, a lot of this was right in front of you. Like when you addressed the people, the Federal Reserve Bank, you're pretty much addressing it's right there in your face. The people at Jekyll Island. Y'all read a book called Creature of Jekyll Island. Shout out to Inyame who introduced me to that book. And in reading that book, I'm like, oh, J.P. Morgan, Citibank, Chase, Bank of America, these people that went to Jekyll Island, that made up the Federal Reserves, these are the generations, the bloodline of the slave owners. Only 3% of white people from these wealthy families owned slaves. Only 3% of them had plantations. If you ever come to Georgia or Mississippi or Alabama or I don't know, Tennessee, Carolina, if you see an old plantation, those things are huge. Not only are they huge, a lot of them are still standing. because it's generational wealth that keeps those things together, um, keep them maintained and keep them renovated. A lot of those places still stand today. People of this wealth, what's going on, Jesse? I'm glad you're here. People who have that wealth, you cannot squander that money. Like it's that much money. You cannot squander that type of wealth. Which brings me to Jesse and China and Bill and to uh, Kelly. This is what I was trying to tell you, Jesse. I went to school with people who have generational wealth. And again, they will not give you the time of day, meaning their bloodline today are not the working class. The people who have generational wealth are not the white working class. They're not. How can I say this? Because I went to school with these people. My daughter right now is going to school with these people. Like these are the descendants of slave masters. Again, if you have been to the South, Jesse, then you will be aware that a lot of these plantations are still standing and they're in pristine condition. They're in pristine condition. Like they still stand today. Most of your white migrants, most of your people who, and I was talking to, yesterday, I was talking to Kelly, who y'all got into it with it. Let's see, either way, they still benefiting from slavery in the 2000. And of course, let me address that. So, Jesse is saying that white working class people are still benefiting from slavery. Now, are the banks still benefiting from slavery? Is the stock market still benefiting from slavery? White working class still benefiting from slavery? No, sir. Again, you got to understand generational wealth, Jesse. This is how I know you have not been around people I have who are descendants from the slave master. Like they only make up 3%. I'm trying to tell you something here. I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you. But see, this is the attitude of most people who you can't tell them anything. You can't because they see a white person and they think that all white people are descendants from slave masters, and I'm trying to tell you that they're not. Yes, they never stop benefiting from it. So let me give you an example. Let me give you one example, Jesse. I want you to just listen. Generational wealth in this country is based off of slavery. Kelly last night said something very significant, and because people tend to have such a hatred white people, it goes over their head. What's going on, Deacon? It tends to go over their head because they have such a hatred for white people. Kelly said, my son is trying to look for a job. Let me say it again. My son is trying to look for a job. And Kelly, from what it sounds like, is in a rough neighborhood. We all had a discussion last night. I want you to look up a school, Jesse. I want you to look up a school. There's 3 schools that I went to. Hamilton High School, Kennedy High School, and St. Agatha. All these are pristine schools. All these are high caliber, high class, our bus. Basically, when they bust me through to go to these schools, we would go through Bel Air, we would go through Beverly Hills, and a lot of these kids, Again, they will not give you the conversation. They won't even give you the conversation, Jesse. So I'm saying this to say that the only type of white people that most black people encounter are the white working class white people. If you're out here on the streets and you see a working white man or working white woman, you're not. That's not the working class. Like you're not going to see. The only time you will see these people is when you go to school. You happen to be in a pristine school or a pristine college. That's the only time you're going to see these type of white people. And a lot of times these white people stay within their enclaves, meaning Bel Air. Um, what's that place in Florida off the little island? Like I just went there, not Miami, but the little Florida. There's like a little island. White people like that, and there's other areas, pristine areas that, um, let's just say, you can't. It's certain neighborhoods you just cannot go into. Like I said, Bel Air is one of them. You go into Bel Air with a certain type of car, they're pulling your ass over. They're going to pull you over. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's no argument. There's no, but again, if you got white people, part of the working class, they're not benefiting off of slavery money because the descendants of slave do not have to work. And I can tell, Jesse, you have not seen these people. I've seen these people. I went to school with these people. My daughter goes to school with these people. They do not have to work because they are right now being groomed for whatever corporation, whatever goddamn big time, whatever it is, uh, career that they have to do or inherit. Inherit. Let me give you an example. Jesse, you do know of Prince Charles, Prince Andrew, uh, um, the Windsors, right? You're aware of the Windsors, right? I have seen these people and went to school with these people as well. Well, then, okay, so Jesse, why are you having such a hard time comprehending that these people don't have to work? That is the benefit of the slavery. So either you don't want to understand it or you don't understand economy of the economics of the slavery money, meaning these people, because you say you went to school with these people don't have to work. Their grandkids don't have to work. They got generational wealth. Like they're being groomed. And this is why these type of people will not give you the time of day with a conversation. They don't even look your way. So just for the fact that hold on, just for the fact that Kelly sat down and had a conversation with us on StreamYard on the internet shows that she wasn't grooved. She's not part of that bloodline because the slave masters groom their kids to not even talk to not only you and me, but to people like Kelly. We're working class. They're groomed not to associate with them because they believe in order to be great, you must surround yourself with great people. And you can't talk to people that are beneath you. Do you follow me so far? Let's see if Jesse follows me. I understand, and I understand the system of racism, white supremacy as well. They don't believe in racism or white supremacy. They believe in their bloodline because they can give a fuck about white people either. So, let me show you, let me give you my theory of how they will put something in the play because these people are smart too. They're absolutely smart. They will take a person like you, Jesse, and say, oh, you want reparations, do you? Oh, okay, well, go after the white people. knowing that all white people didn't own slaves. And you'll be going in this conundrum forever and forever, like your most reparationists, going in a circle trying to sue regular white working folks that had nothing to do with slavery. In order to sue the goddamn slave masters, you have to go to Jekyll Island and sue those people for their assets, not these working white class people. Not through taxation, but you have to directly sue those slave masters because their bloodline still exists today. Your Citibanks, your JP Morgans, your, I don't know, Bank of Americas, Merrill Lynch, these are your 3%. That's why I was saying 3%. So even people, you quoted Nia Fuller saying last night, if you don't understand racism, white supremacy, everything will confuse you. I agree with that. If you don't understand goddamn the bloodline and economics of slavery, then everything else will confuse you. Then you'll think every white person owned a slave and every white person is benefiting, and that's not the case. That's not the case, right? Neil Fuller Jr. But do you understand the wealth? Do you understand the grooming? Do you understand the culture of the slave master? Because if you went to school with people like this, then you will know that they groom for generations and generations, and they will not associate with you, sir. They will not associate with me. They will not associate with Kelly. They give two fucks about a white supremacy. The only supremacy they have are the crests, the family crests, and you see it on a lot of things like let me see, like Rolls Royce. That is a family crest. Taurus, that is a family crest. There's in products there, these are family crests. That's the only supremacy that they care about. Shell, BP, they all have, these are all modern day, these little logos and family symbols are modern day family crests. If you don't understand that, then everything will confuse you. Now, let me bring you up to date because you're talking about Neely Fuller Jr. There's a man by the name of Keenan Booker. He has 3 volumes of a book called Kicked Out of Heaven, History of the White Race. There's 3 volumes. You might want to get up to date and understand who the real slave masters are and then how their bloodlines function and how they function through society. That's right there. It are the people you want to go after when it comes to like reparations, or when it comes to, like I said, when people say, oh, racism, white supremacy, you're just repeating what somebody else said, really not understanding bloodlines. You're not understanding bloodlines. You're not understanding that uh, that Louis' bloodline still exists. You don't understand that. Well, you got the Windsors, but the one before the Windsors, like if you were to sue England per se, the House of Windsor is the one that damn abolished slavery, so you have to go to the house before Windsor, which is the House of Tudor, or is it no? Is it Victoria? No. I wait, not okay. It's the one after the Tudors and the one before the Windsors. That's the house of, and that's the house you want to sue. See, see, there's an old saying, the devil is in the detail. The devil is in the detail. So let me see what Jesse's saying. This is the case, and yes, that is what slavery was all about, was, oh shit! Uh, okay, well, in the hands of a white dominant society. No. Oh gosh. See, Jesse, you've been so indoctrinated with the whole white black paradigm. Damn, you still don't get it. You still don't get it. You still don't get it. But I get it because you've been You've been taught by people who have not been taught correctly. When they just blurt out racism, white supremacy, they don't understand bloodlines. Near Fuller Jr. Um, these people don't. He doesn't understand the bloodlines that I'm talking about. He doesn't understand. And so, if you got anybody, any of those scholars, I don't care if it's Dr. Ben, Ivan Van Sertima, Dr. Clark, if they tell you, oh, working white class people benefits off of the slave money, that's not the case. That's not going to be the case, never going to be the case, because those people groom for a reason. They groom for a reason. Well, you might say, well, not you, because you're not listening right now, Jesse. But a person might say, well, what's the whole purpose of grooming? The whole purpose of grooming is to keep their money within their bloodline. Let me give an example. Do y'all remember Princess Diana? She was not, she was killed by the royals. She was killed by the royals because she wasn't a bloodline. Now, if I use the argument white supremacy, well, she was a white woman. Was she not, Jesse? Was Princess Di a white woman? Yes, she was. Did they kill Princess Di? Yes, they did. Why did they kill Princess Di? Because she was not groomed. Princess Di, she loved going amongst black people and touching and hugging black people. Part of the grooming, you're not supposed to do that. Let me say it again. Princess Di, she loved going to Africa. She loved kissing on little black kids and hugging them. And I want to save the world. And no, sir. Black son is crazy. Yes. That is the case. Seems like you are denial. What am I denial about? Morgan Chase, Citibank are the systems that benefited off slavery. They went to Jekyll Island and they formed a monopoly around the banking system. They formed the banking cartels. And that system still exists today. But you, just like a white person, just like anybody, can, I guess, go to the bank and get a loan. But let me ask Deacon, because Deacon saying black son is crazy. So let me ask Deacon, because time out, Jesse, because you're being defensive right now, but you're not listening. Sometimes we just gotta listen. Political science with black son. Is there a global system of racism, white supremacy? No, there isn't. No. That's a fucking indoctrination, just like religion. The whole racism, white supremacy is a religion, Jesse. That's what I'm trying to show you. It is a system that doesn't exist in race. It exists in wealth. Wealth. Case in point, the king of, what's his name? The king of Cameroon, right? The king of Cameroon, back in, I want to say 1492, met with the Sun King, King of France, King Louis XIV. King Louis XIV. And King Louis XIV traded with the King of Cameroon slaves. Now, because King Louis XIV, who was a white king, respected the wealth and position of the King of Cameroon. So you can't say racism because you had a black king, you had a white king, and they were both trading serfs or servants. White servants, black servants. So no, I can't agree to that. Because that is a narrow, so to answer your question, no. This is a great debate. No, Jesse would get smoked. Deacon, he would get smoked because he doesn't, Jesse takes things that he said from other people and he'll just repeat it, not knowing the deep down history. No, he'll get smoked messing with me. He'll get smoked. No, Jesse gets smoked. Trust me, Jesse will get smoked. Because racism, white supremacy is a boogeyman. I know how to see through the boogeyman. I know how to see through the boogeyman. See, Jesse is still stuck in a spiritual system of the whole racism, white supremacy, of the conscious community, black power and all that shit, which is another form of religion. So no, Jesse will get smoked. But yeah, Jesse wants that smoke. He can gladly get the smoke. He will get smoked. So I hope goddamn MD's watching. Maybe he'll judge it, and maybe we can get a title. Because racism, white supremacy is it's a slogan. It's a saying. It's just like saying black power. But if you really want to get down to it, yes, shout out to MD, man. MD just got here. Again, Jesse, racism, white supremacy, no. It's about the people who groom their generations with generational wealth. And if you're a white person who has to get out here and get a job just like the niggers, then no, they don't benefit from goddamn racism, white supremacy, and the system of slavery. No, only the top 3%, the same 3% that existed then, the same 3% that existed now. No goddamn recession won't affect them. No depression won't affect them. In fact, if racism, white supremacy was true, there would have been no depression. But you think the depression affected the 3%? No, it didn't. In fact, they're the ones that manufactured the depression, sir. That's why I said you got to understand economics. That's why I said Jesse will get smoked because Jesse doesn't understand basic economics 101. Jesse, you do understand a lot, but when it comes to economics, you don't understand it. You don't understand economics. You don't understand economics. And I would give Jesse a freebie saying, Jesse, study, spot on, Black Sun, right. And MD, Jesse said, well, Deacon is trying to put a debate between me and Jesse, but Jesse will get smoked. All due respect, Jesse, you will get smoked because you don't understand economics. Again, the same ones that they groom, like I said, if they're grooming, if you've been around these people, you know they don't even look at you. They don't talk to you. I went to school with these people because in part of their grooming, if they talk to you, they're infected. They're infected. If they talk to a poor white person, they're infected. That's how they think. And that's what the whole purpose of grooming is, to not even conversate, not even look at a person like you, me, or Kelly, or MD, because in their mind, we're peasants. And I know this hurts. I know this hurts. And this is why Jesse is all, Jesse, you can't refute what I'm saying. Please refute what I'm saying. Economics is one of the 9 areas of human activity. Yeah, but you can be part of economics and not know the science of economics. Like, you really don't know the science of economics. Because if you did, first of all, you wouldn't be saying racism, white supremacy. Let me say that again. A person who understands the science of economics will not let the words racism, white supremacy come out of their mouth. They won't even let the word racism come out of their mouth. Because a person that knows the science of economics knows how to maneuver using the science of economics. So you can think class trumps race, hilarious. Money trumps race, period. Let me say that again. Let me say that again. When I'm talking about money, I'm talking about generational wealth. Again, let's go back to the King of Cameroon and King Louis XIV. Let's go to modern day. Let's go to, I don't know, let's go to Russia and the summit they had for Africa. Everybody in there was rich. Everybody in there had something to offer. So yeah, let's talk about BRICS. Since you want to talk about does race trump goddamn finances, finances trump race, sir. And BRICS proves that. In fact, It proves it so much that goddamn Shia and Sunni Muslims, fucking Saudi Arabians and Arabs come together for goddamn money. Are you kidding me, sir? Are you kidding me? This is why I don't like debating economics with people who don't know economics. Jesse, you are not on the level to fuck with me on a debate. But you, if you, like I said, if you want to debate me, you can get smoked, sir. Because you don't understand the science of economics. Because that wouldn't even be a question. Racism, white supremacy wouldn't be a question. You say, no, that doesn't rule shit. And the science of economics, because the people understand the science of economics, and this is why they don't breed with people outside of their class. And this is why those people, if you've been around them, don't talk to you. Because they don't want to be poisoned by that, what you're saying right now. They don't want to be poisoned with what you're saying right now. Given this whole paradigm of race and all that shit. No. If you know the goddamn kids that were groomed didn't even hang around white kids. They hang around other kids that were groomed. They hung around other rich kids in their area. And you might have an Indian within that group, or you might have so it's not about race. So that debunks what you're saying, sir. That totally debunks what you're saying. But again, I try not to be hard on Jesse, because Jesse, I get it. A lot of people have pride and black power, but you can't fuck with me on the economics. The science of economics, you can't. I'm too well studied. I'm too well studied. Too well studied in the economics. And this is what frustrates me about black people is like, y'all get on here, racism, white supremacy, and slavery, and blah, 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 blah. And then what really kills me is y'all want to go after, like, reparations, but don't know who to go after. That's what kills me, Jesse. You talk about reparations, but don't know who to go after when it comes to reparations. And you mess up the whole movement by saying, oh, all white people. It's not all white people. It was only 3% of white people, again, that own slaves. Do you want to debate that, sir? In fact, do you want to put money on that debate, sir? Because we got everybody in position. Do you want to debate that, sir? Only 3% of white people. It was 3% then, and it's 3% now, benefiting off that. Would you like to debate that, sir? Because I'm not going to go back and forth with you all day about this. We could just have a debate, and I would just end that shit. Have a debate. You show your slides, I show my slides, and we settle it then. That's how we could do that. Because I'm not going to sit up here and goddamn go back and forth with you on something that I know thoroughly, that I've studied for years. And you just come out of the blue because of your emotions. Oh, black son, no, sir. 3% only own slaves. And so in reparations, that 3% is who you go after. You don't go after working white folks that get taxed just like we do. That makes no fucking sense. And I don't know, you're going to make sense. You're going to lose because those people didn't own slaves. So when white people be like, well, I didn't own slaves, they didn't. It's because they didn't. Because a person who's groomed won't even talk to you, won't even have a conversation with you, won't even look in your fucking direction. Because they look at you, they look at the rest of us as shit, as below them. So they won't even bother to have a conversation with you because, again, the descendants of slaves were groomed to not even have a conversation with you because you're beneath them in their mind. That's how I know you're not ready. You're not ready to have a debate with me on that, sir. I would just goddamn bring up the chapter of Blue Bloods. Again, let me say this again, yo. I would simply bring up the chapter of Blue Bloods and how they're raised and their customs, and that will shut down your argument. That will shut down your white supremacy argument. That will shut down your, all white people are benefiting off the system, racism, white people. That will shut that shit down. That will shut that shit down. And then another goddamn chapter that'll shut your shit down is simply, goddamn, they are the people that manufactured the goddamn depression. That will shut your shit down. Of system racism, white supremacy. Because white people suffer from that shit also. Because in order for white people to benefit of racism, white supremacy that you keep screaming, that means all white people. That means you can't sacrifice no white people. Only 3% of white people benefited off the wars, benefit off the way the economy's going, like I said, whether it be a depression, and they're still the same people. Do I sound like a broken record right now? Because if I do, and you want to keep going back and forth, Jay, then let's set up a debate. So you get smoked. So you get smoked, sir. You will get smoked. You will get goddamn drugged like goddamn roadkill on the road. Debating me on that topic, you will get smoked. You will get your boots smoked. And then on another chapter, the science of economics. You don't even know that. Because racism, white supremacy would not even come out of your mouth, sir. That's how they keep black people in the goddamn, keep boot butts. You got what they call mud boots. That's how they keep mud boots on you. So you don't understand the system. So you don't, with reparations, sue the right people. Like I said, I'm telling you who to sue. J.P. Morgan, Citibank, Merrill Lynch. Those are the people you go after when it comes to guys, like you said, the Federal Reserves. It's right there in front of your face, and but you said, oh, all white people. Racism, white supremacy. Okay, what day? Okay. So what we got to do, we got to sit down with MD, because MD's going to be the judge. And or we can have three judges, two judges, how many judges you want, and we need to pick a day, and we need to have a day for preparation. So what's the title? Pick the title. And I'm up next. Shit, I'm waiting. So yes, he was an official politician. Yeah, him being an official politician doesn't mean anything. You know, I give props for Jesse for being a politician, but Jamal um, um, Jamal Bowman proved that you really don't have to know much. I'm not saying you, Jesse, but Jamal Bowman, Biden, AOC proved that you really don't have to know much to be into the politics game. It's really a rub your shoulders, who you know, who you blow type of situation. You know what I'm saying? So again, um, when it comes to economics, I'm talking about the descendants. So what we will debate is the descendants. We will be debating descendants. So how do you want to title that, Jesse? How do you want to title that? Again, only 3% of these people owned slaves. He can't even tell you the names of the families. Jesse can't even show you the family crests. He can't even do that. I can show you family crests that exist today right now, that come from family crests here in America, not even Europe. I'm talking about here in America. Because again, if Jesse knew the family crest, he wouldn't let the words racism, white supremacy come out of his mouth. Because a lot of these families are tied with a lot of monarchs in Africa to this day, like they were hundreds of years ago. Nothing's changed. People think, oh, the Africans. So, Jesse, how do you deal with the Africans that sold Africans into slaveries to these other? Um, how do you deal with that? Well, number one, a lot of those Africans sold other Africans into slavery to Arabs. You do know the goddamn English stole it from the Spaniards. You do know that, right? I hope you know that part. So again, like I said, man, it's so many directions I can go on, but we're gonna stick with, do white people benefit off the system of racism, white supremacy? And did only 3%? Do you want to just debate me on, did 3% of white people own slaves? Do you want to just debate me on that? And these are families that go back to Europe. These are not like, oh, I stepped in America, I'm going to start from rag to riches. None of that shit. So if you are a white person that started in the rags in America, you might got middle class, but you ain't got. He said, Where is the figure found? Where's the figure found? What do you mean? When they have crests, they're a modulation of old crests. Like they have these family crests that started in the goddamn Germany, the Prussian Empire, English Empire, the Spanish Empire, the goddamn Italy. I mean, they got family crests all over Europe, and that morphed over here, and they have slight variations, but a lot of those come from families. Like I said, only 3%. Like you said, you're talking 3%, and a lot of those goddamn families went into the slavery business and had plantations here, and their beneficiaries were their families. Let me say that again. Their beneficiaries were their families, who they groomed to take over whatever said business or corporation, whatever it is. A lot of those goddamn plantations a lot of those plantations morphed into corporations, banks. So if you're an average white person out here, got to look for a 9 to 5, your son got to look for a 9 to 5, then you're not part of that generational wealth. And let me say that again. In fact, Jesse, let me see where your head is at. Let me see if you understand economics, the basic economics. Can you squander generational wealth from slavery? That's a yes or no. Answer that yes or no. Can you squander that money? Yes or no? Answer that question. Can you squander that money? Since you want to give me a yes or no, I'm going to give you a yes or no. Can you squander generational slavery money? That's a yes or no, sir. Because I already gave you the answer earlier. Just looks it up, and the lowest percentage I found was 25%. 25% of what? 25% of what? We talking about people that own slaves? No, it was 3%. So the same people that put out the information that them control the economy, that can pretty much control a lot of the information that you're spewing right now. But all you got to do is look up the family crest. It's simple. So you're going to need smoke screens to divert attention, so these people will never allow you to get your reparations because they know how to hide. What I'm telling you is this shit is right in your face when you talk about the goddamn Federal Gold Reserves. If you know about the Federal Gold Reserves, Jesse, then you know about Jekyll Island here in Georgia. Jekyll Island, which is here in Georgia. You're looking at all the slave masters right there. Every goddamn person that owned slaves, their generation was right there. Unless they died out. If they survived, their generation was at Jekyll Island, forming the city base, forming the J.P. Morgan, sir. For you to tell me somebody like Kelly last night, shout out to Kelly, who told me that, her son's trying to get a job. What? Let me say this again. Shout out to Kelly. For you to say that Kelly benefits off white supremacy and benefited off the generational wealth of slavery, and by the way, that answers a whopping no. That's a whopping no. He never answered. Jesse never answered the question. That's a whopping no, Jesse. For the simple fact, Kelly got on here and said that her son was looking for a job. Deacon, Kelly said her son was looking for a job. What does that tell you? I just want to see Deacon answer that question. Kelly, I don't know if you watched the show, but Kelly said her son was looking for a job. What does that tell you? What does that tell you, Deacon? I just want to hear from Deacon now. I'm just going to look at Deacon's comment. I'm going to get to you, Jesse, but I want to hear Deacon right now. What does that mean, Deacon? I'll read your comments until Deacon answers, but I'm not going to reply until Deacon, I'm about to do the Mitch McConnell. I'm waiting for your answer. Kelly said her son was looking for a job. What does that tell you, Deacon, about Kelly's status as a white person in this country? She's broke. MD, if you're in the chat, MD, Kelly said that her son was looking for a job. As a white person, as we're talking generational wealth, where does that put her status as a white person in this country? Now, she's looking for a job. Financially, where does that put her status financially, MD? I'm going to wait for MD to answer now. Because Jesse's dancing right now. He's dancing. Jesse is doing a Ron right now. I didn't know goddamn Ron taught Jesse how to dance so quick. But MD, if you got time, where does that put Kelly's economical status as a white person in the system of racism, white supremacy? I'm waiting. 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 I'm not dancing. Okay, so I'm asking you again, Jesse. I'm asking you again. I'm gonna ask you again. I'm gonna ask you again, Jesse. No, 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 no. Deacon's still here. MD's driving. Ain't nobody left. We gonna play this game. Ain't nobody went nowhere. Jesse, calm down. So I'm gonna ask you another direct question. Okay. Does somebody like Kelly benefit off the finances of generational wealth through slavery? That's a yes or no. You answer that question, Jesse, while I go through some of your other stuff here. Answer that question for me. Great Depression hurt black people more than any group in this country. What are you talking about? Great Depression equally hurt everybody. It hurt everybody, Jesse. Okay. Dick Gregory was an embarrassment in his later years. Ray Ray. What up, Ray Ray? Hey, Ray Ray, you still in the chat? Hit a one in the chat. Jesse, yeah. Okay, yeah, it's not what you know, it's who you know. Okay, that's cool. Where did you get the 3% figure come from? I got it from the book called The Creature from Jekyll Island. Jesse asked in the chat, where did I get the 3% figure come from? It comes from the book. It comes from actually several sources. But one of the main sources, I mean, you got Kicked Out of Heaven, volume 1, 2, and 3. You got the book, The Creature from Jekyll Island. Those right there are the four sources that I can come up just off the top of my head, but there's actually more sources. I can actually give you 8 sources, but at the top, those are four sources, Jesse, that, yeah, only 3% of white people own slaves. Only 3%. 3%. Okay? So 3% now, and actually, it's less, it would be less now because some of those people died out. But the remnants of that wealth are your JP Morgans, your Citibanks, your Bank of Americas, your Merrill Lynch's, your I'm just thinking about corporations on top of my dome right there. So yeah, that's basically the wealthy people who are still survivals of those bloodlines are are like the white people in these prestigious schools you might come across that won't fucking give you the time of day, sir. Okay, in several words, but okay. The biggest lie ever told. Well, again, whatever sources I got and whatever sources you got, we'll match them up in a debate, and we'll see who comes out in the end. So, you're saying my sources are a lie. I'm saying you don't have an. I'm saying you don't have enough. You don't have enough sources to counteract my sources. But we'll find out in the debate. We'll do this little slideshow, and you'll get smoked. White lives matter. I'm not seeing what has to do with anything. White lives matter. So if you're talking now, Jesse, I see that you left White Lives Matter. Do you want to go black supremacy with me? Do you want to go toe to toe on that too? Do you want to go toe to toe on black supremacy? You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. I don't believe you know King Noble. You don't want to do that, Jesse. Don't do that. Don't. I advise you not to do that. So when I see White Lives Matter, it puts me in a mind frame. You want to go black supremacy. You want to go toe to toe black supremacy with me. You don't want to do that, Jesse. Trust me, Jesse. You don't want to do that. Go to your local pub. Laugh out loud. Just looks up. The lowest percentage found was 25%. No, sir. That's no. 25%. No, it's only 3%. 13. And even if, let's just say, hypothetically, let me just say you're right. Let's just say 25%. 25% of people that's not going to give you the time of day, sir. 25% of let's just say 25% of white people that own slaves, um, their generation is not looking for jobs. They're not part of no workforce. They're grooming. That's like I said. That's forever generational wealth. So you still back up my argument. We're disagreeing on the numbers, but I'll smoke you in a debate on that too. But basically, what I'm saying is that people like Kelly and other people who give you the time of day are not part of that percentage. So you don't go after them for the reparations because they never benefited off that money. Okay. Yes, it's inherited. Right, and not only is it inherited, it's groomed. Where did you get 3%? Cite your sources. Again, Jesse says, cite my sources. Kicked Out of Heaven, Volume 1, 2, and 3, and Creature from Jekyll Island. Those are four sources I can give you off the top of my head. Yes, you preaching to the choir. If I'm preaching to the choir, then apparently you know the information and you're ready to refute the information and debate. So I know all the information that you know, and more, just based on your vocabulary: racism, white supremacy, black power, whatever slogans that you use. I already know that I'm way ahead of you on that, Jesse. I'm way ahead of you. Trust me on that. And white people can never answer basic questions. I mean, when you say white people can't ask basic questions, I mean, it's not a question of white or black. It's a question of people who know and people who don't know. So all the white people that you keep coming across are the white people that are not part of the inheritance of slave money, because the people that inheritance of slave money, they're just not going to give you the time of day, period. So you won't even have the privilege to ask them any questions, sir. But trust me, they know everything that you know and then some. They're very well studied. They're very well smart. That's why they spend all the money to go to the prestigious schools and learn with it. That's why they're groomed. They are groomed. They're not going to waste time with people with philosophies and religions and goddamn spiritual and no, this black pot. They're not going to waste their time, sir. Not the 3% that own the slaves. Okay, everybody left Black Sun. Black Sun stands on his own ground, Jesse. I'm an Aries. I'm a leader, so I don't. I. At the end of the day, when practicing capitalism, you got to stand on your own on top of that hill. So I don't care about damn crowds and all that shit. I'm not a follower. I'm a leader, and I stand on my own ground. I make my own money, but hey, everybody left Black Sun. Okay, as long as the funds don't lead me, I'm good, sir. Let's keep it moving. But I'm not gonna get on that right now. Yes, unless she was cut off from family. No, no, sir. No. See, that's a fantasy. That's Disneyland. When you say, "Oh, white people were cut off from their inheritance," no, sir, no, sir, no, sir. They're groomed from fucking childhood all the way on up. They don't know. They don't get kicked out of their inheritance, sir. That you talking about? That's some new money generation shit. That's some other shit. That's not the 3% that own slaves. These people were groomed for generations and generations. A lot of them still have uh, 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 um, what you call prearranged marriages. No sir. Oh shit. No wonder these people couldn't hear me. My shit wasn't hooked up. So yeah, to answer your question, Jesse, no sir. That kicked out of an inheritance nonsense. That's Disneyland. That's not reality. Let me get number sevens. Number sevens. Yeah, that's not reality, sir. That's not the 3%. That's not the 3%. I don't know what white people you're talking. You're talking about white people, I guess, that done hit the lottery, and then they have this newfound wealth, and then they cut their family off. No, 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 no. Again, you don't know these people that I'm mentioning. You don't know the damn slave owners. You don't know the masters, the ones that inherit slavery money. They're still no, ain't no cutting off from that. They're groomed. They are groomed. They are groomed. There's no being kicked out of that because they are indoctrinated from goddamn infancy. Until the time they're able to talk and walk, they are goddamn indoctrinated. They are groomed. They are groomed. So ain't no goddamn doing no mishap and being no, ain't none of that shit. No, no, no. Ain't none of that shit. Now you might use King, oh, brother, I'm King Harry and all that. He's not cut from the wealth. He's not cut from the wealth. So let's keep it moving. South in South USA or in North USA or globally. Globally, sir. He said in South USA or North USA or globally. Globally, sir. Globally. Globally. The economics dominate race globally, sir. That's why I mentioned BRICS. And BRICS destroys your race over wealth. BRICS destroys that. BRICS destroys that. In fact, the only people that push this race shit is broke black people and broke white people. Hell, broke people in general. Rich people don't push that shit, man. Especially goddamn ones that own them slave. They don't push that shit. They not even concerned about race. They concerned about goddamn generate how their generational wealth can merge with other generational wealths. So let's keep it moving. Nafai, hey, hello, Nafai C, hello, hello. Black supremacy doesn't exist. Black supremacy exists within a philosophy. And the best one who has black supremacy philosophy is King Noble, black supremacy, meaning I would like him to speak for himself, but let me just give you a gist of it. You have to have melanin. The more melanin you have, the more supreme you are. That's the philosophy of black supremacy. So you can't be light skinned, you can't be a mulatto, you damn near got to be black. Within black supremacy to be supreme. The more melanin you got, the more that's the philosophy of black supremacy. So you say it doesn't exist? Well, it's still a philosophy. So, and then technically, I could use the same argument: white and black don't exist. But I'm not gonna go there with you. I'm not gonna go there with you. I'm not one of these dudes on YouTube. So you sounded like Jim Clyburn stopped sluggering. No, 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 no. I don't even know who that is. Black Sun is a member of the Angel Snuffed Up Seven Code, y'all. Ray Ray. Angel Snuffed Up Seven Code. No, Angel Snuffed Up Seven. Me and Angel Snuffed Up Seven have a mutual respect for each other. He's not a follower, neither am I. And so because I give Angel Snuffed Up Seven his props, I'm part of Angel Snuffed Up Seven's cult. No, it's just a mutual respect thing. Me and Angels Number 7 have a mutual respect. Shout out to Angels Number 7. Shout out to Reality Temple on Earth because Angels Number 7 knows how to step outside of the box. And hey, I give him his props for that. You know what I'm saying? Because I give the man the props, I'm part of Angels Number 7's cult. Angels Number 7 doesn't even have a cult. Angels Number 7 is too busy trying to get people outside of the box, out of the goddamn cookie cutter mind of thinking. That's the only difference between me and Angel Number 7. Angels Number 7 still has the patience with y'all. I don't. I'm like, yeah, fuck y'all. If y'all don't goddamn y'all don't think for yourself, then hey, that it is what it is, bro. I can't wait for nobody. Angel still has the patience to wait on people and try to help certain people. I don't. I will straight up tell you, I don't have the patience no more. I've raised all my kids. I've raised all my kids. I don't have time for adults. Trying to tell adults that goddamn religion ain't real, that Jesus ain't real, God ain't real, all these fucking religion. And even if this shit was real, how does it benefit it? How does it make money at the end of the day? So I'm talking to people on the internet. I'm not talking to you, Jesse, or anybody here, but I'm just saying in general, Ray, that you got people who are broke on YouTube, trying to make money off of YouTube. I got my own business, I got my own money, and I'm not trying to look for nobody. Like people trying to tell me who are not even within my financial category about A, B, and C. A lot of these people live in apartments. They don't own their own house. I have several vehicles, plus my own truck, plus my own business. People working for other people, people living in apartments, people don't even have apartments, living with other people, trying to tell Black Son, A, B, and C. No, it don't work like that. Ray Ray. So no, Black Son is not gonna listen to nobody who I can't benefit off of, who can expound. Like, I have to be able to learn, and I'm at the age where now I have everything. I've acquired everything within my grasp, within my dreams. I'm going on vacations. I've been to goddamn Vegas, Miami, going to goddamn England, going to Africa, going to Canada, going to Japan. I got goals. Like, sitting on YouTube trying to damn out philosophize broke people is not productive. I will sit here while I'm at work and making money while I'm bored talking to y'all. I'll do that, but at the end of the day, Ray Ray, it's about it's about how does this benefit you at the end of the day, Ray Ray. So for the simple fact that you got to be part of a cult or say that come out of your mouth, that means that you are a follower of somebody of something. No, Black Son, at the end of the day, have my own thoughts. Now, yeah, I've learned books here and there and the other, but at the end of the day, I form my own opinions and give my own commentary at the end of the day and speak my mind. So let's keep it moving. They don't know, they don't want us to know. Laugh out loud. They don't want us to know. I don't know what that means. I'm a Capricorn on top of the hill, and I am the leader as well. But okay, so if you want to go toe to toe on, um, you know, Aries are the gatekeepers. I don't even like to go there like that, but Aries are on the top of the food chain when it comes to the astrological signs. You do know that, right? We are Aries. We are top of the food chain. Not taking nothing away from some Capricorns, but Aries, we are top of the food chain. We are the leaders. We are the gatekeepers of the astrological signs. But I don't even like to go there. I don't like to go there because at the end of the day, that's still a belief system. So but I mean, there's some things that you take here and there, and at the end of the day, I'm not a follower. I'm a leader. So man, you're a leader too. Cool. I mean, hey, shout out to you, Jesse. But when it comes to knowing the 3%, you need some work. But I'm gonna give you that work in the debate. I'm gonna give you all that work. Trust me. I'm gonna give you all that work in the debate. So study up, study up, study up. Okay, Black Sun, Ancient of Self shared. Oh, so I know who Ray Ray is. I know who Ray Ray is. Ray Ray is like, Black Sun. Because I can tell by your lingo who you are, Ray Ray. Mm, let's see. Yeah, we know who you are, Ray Ray. I can tell by your lingo. I can tell by your lingo. Said that me and Angel Stuff Up 7 share Sister Noble. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I can tell who you are. Miss, you're the person, you know what? Let's just say Swan Teeth. We know who you are, Ray Ray. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. We know who Ray Ray is. We know who you are. Or as somebody would say, we know who you is. We know who you is, Ray Ray. Okay, love. I don't know them. I used to live with them and go to school with them, but know them okay. I guess he's referring to the rich kids. Jesse, okay. So okay, let's get back to it. Okay, so it's not that serious. MD saying what doesn't equate to free thought, Black Son. Wait, saying what doesn't equate to free thought. Okay, MD, I don't know what that means. Damn, you know what? Maybe I need to do a show later on. on the StreamYard so everybody can jump on the panel because people are like, they're having a thought and then they're typing in some other things and then it's coming in as incomplete. So shout out to MD, man. What you have, what you have, what you have, what you have. Oh, I was just saying, MD, yeah, right, and that's why I don't like to do that. I was just saying that if a person's going to get on here and try to teach blacks on anything, let it be about finances, I don't know, like investments, or I don't know, even like when sometimes I look on YouTube how to, uh, I don't know, like something beneficial is what I'm saying. Like, how does it benefit? Like, I'm at the age now, MD, where I'm looking for things that are beneficial. Like, I'm looking for beneficial information, if that makes any sense. Like, racism, white supremacy is not benefiting me. Like, I've heard that for years and years and years, and white man is the devil. That shit is not beneficial at all. I think we can agree on that, MD. Y'all hold on. So yeah, when a person say racism, white supremacy, the white man is the devil, that's not beneficial. So I think you can agree with me that on MD. So I'm at the age now where I want to have more productive conversations with people, and that's why I'm in the realm of politics right now. Like, everything else is TMZ. Um, number. Thank you. So that's what I mean, MD. When I was saying that, I was like said talking in the realm of TMZ. Like TMZ, when I say TMZ, if y'all notice, like, how does this conversation benefit me in the long run? If that makes any sense. And Jesse said it never intended to benefit us. Okay, so I'm gonna have to ask you, what never intended to benefit us, sir? The Constitution, Jesse? Do you would want to debate that too? Constitution? Because what are you talking about right now? You talking about the Constitution? I just threw that in there because I'm trying to think what benefits us as a whole as a people. It's the Constitution. Nothing in the world of black power, black supremacy benefits us. Because most of those people are spooky dooky spiritual, and that show already shown in Africa, that did not benefit us as a people. The Constitution benefits us though, Jesse. So racism, white supremacy. Racism, white supremacy don't exist, sir. Because if racism, white supremacy existed, Jesse, then I would not be passing, every time I pass by one of the largest trailer parks here in Georgia, and they got meth heads walking around with no damn teeth. It's hard for me to accept this concept of racism, white supremacy. Okay. It's hard for me to accept racism, white supremacy when you got white people. And like I said, MD will tell you off Moreland, there's a place called Moreland, and it has the largest trailer park in Georgia. And we have the largest population of meth heads in the country. So it's hard to sell racism, white supremacy to me, sir. But we can debate that too. We can debate that too. We can debate racism, white supremacy. Because that's a concept. Just like you said, black supremacy doesn't exist, racism, white supremacy doesn't exist. Think about it. Now, racism exists, but white supremacy, think about that. White supremacy does not exist. Racism is all individualized. And again, it's hard to sell me, well, you live in a racist white supremacist system where we got black judges. In fact, hell, you got a black woman trying to persecute a white man right now. Fannie Mae trying to prosecute Donald Trump. White supremacy? In a real white supremacist world, Fannie Willis was a black woman, would not go after Donald Trump was a white man. So I can't, it's hard for me, I can't, no, white supremacy, no, sir, no, no, sir. No, sir. White supremacy is a feel-good slogan. That's just a feel-good slogan that black people came up with. Racism, white supremacy. The white man is a devil. It's religion. It's a modern-day religion for black people on the internet. Black conscious community. That's what that is. That's what it is at the end of the day. It's 10:40, y'all. I'm trying to decide if I should go get my lunch now or should I wait? Because I'm not really hungry. I'm on my fifth load. I'm trying to get I'm trying to get 14, 13 and 14 loads this week. I'm on load number 5. So, okay, what is this? We're all racist. Right, right. Thank you, MD. Everybody's racist. Everybody's racist. I'm racist. Everybody's racist. But me, I'm a little bit different because I operate off people energy. If you rock with me, I rock with you. No matter what color you are. If you're cool with me, I'm cool with you. If you bring some fuckery, I'm gonna give you some fuckery. That's how I operate. But like I said, like I read people's energy. Like if y'all remember Latina came with that fuck energy, and I gave her the same energy back. And now she couldn't take it, and she left. See how that works? So, but people who feed off energy, that understand energy, that won't be afraid of Black Sun and think that I'm some type of racist. The white man's a devil because I'm not that person. Because those people tend to not operate off of energy, Che. Operate off energy. So I can't operate off the skin color and skin tone. I can't do that. I can't do that for obvious reasons, especially here on YouTube. Especially on YouTube. If anybody kills Black Power, it's the black community on YouTube. But that goes over people's heads. That goes over people's heads. But I'm gonna leave that alone. And that goes beyond just Jesse conversation. That goes like beyond. And for those of y'all that have been on YouTube and followed me for a while know what I'm talking about. But yeah, like I said, again, I don't operate off of skin color and what people perceive as black because I define what black is. That's number one. I don't let other people define what black is for me. I define black. That's number one. Number two, in all my years of living, I operate off energy. You cool with me, I'm cool with you. It's simple. Jesse, I'm not a follower and allow other people to dictate what who my enemies are and aren't. Whoever comes at Black Sun sideways is my enemy. Whoever's cool with Black Sun is my friend. I'm too grown and too old to let other people dictate who the white man is for me. So when you say the white man is the devil, you're dictating to me who my friends and enemies are, and you're treating me like a follower, and I'm not a follower. I'm a leader. I'm the master of my own destiny. See how that works? So I don't go with the group thing. Oh, the group says racism, white supremacy. Okay, that's what y'all say. Y'all be part of that group. Black Sun stands on my own and define what is best for Black Sun. And that's what I was trying to tell MD earlier. And I hate to use like material things, but a material at least shows like something. Like show something. MD, that's all I'm saying is that no, you don't have to be material, you don't have to have your own business, but damn, show something of some substance, especially when you're debating economics, especially when you try to understand the science of economics. Like it's kind of hard to show me, like again, if you are white working class, if a person's a white working class, it's hard to convince me that their family owned slaves. That's what this comes down to. Basically, that's what this comes down to, Jesse. It's hard to convince me A well-studied person in economics who knows the science of economics, studied goddamn family crests, history, and slave masters, went to school with these people and trying to convince me that white working class are benefiting off the wealth of slavery. It's hard to convince me. Like it's the science is not there. So at this point, you're just dealing with belief, Jesse. You're not dealing with science. And this is why I'm a proud atheist, because I don't go with belief systems. I go with knowing. And that's why I'm so quick to debate people, because it's just certain things that I know. But because I got the dreadlocks and I look like one of these brothers that smoke weed, oh, Black Son don't know, he don't know. And that's what you, Jesse, and that's what other people say when they say, when they question my studies. I just gave you 4 books. You gave me 0 to back up your 25%. So what books back up your sources, Jesse? I just gave you 4. I gave you 4 sources to back up that 3% of white people own slaves. Only 3%. Because I'm a person that was serious about, not saying that you're not serious about reparations, but if you're serious about reparations, you want to know who owned the slaves. And then you come to the realization, all white people didn't own slaves, so I'm not going to waste my time going after every white person when it comes to goddamn reparations. There's only a few people on that list. If you're serious about reparations, you know there's only a few people on that list. And those people still benefit today. That's the whole purpose of reparations, to get some of that wealth that's still fueled today. Not off of damn somebody like Kelly, whose son is looking for a job. You don't tax people like that because they never benefited off of that wealth, because they keep that wealth in their family. Like, why is that so hard for Jesse to comprehend? Because most people like Jesse, they go by the group think. They don't stand outside of the box and do their own studies. But let me not talk shit. We're going to ask Jesse, can you cite your sources, sir, that say only 25% of white people own slaves? Can you cite your sources, sir? I'm saying only 3. You're saying 25. Would you like to cite your sources again? Kicked Out of Heaven, volume 1, 2, and 3, and then Creature from Jekyll Island. So I gave my 4. Can you match the 4 or give me 5? Can you match the 4 or give me 5? That's not true. Reparations is not about slavery. It's about legislation after. Okay, right. You're right. It's about legislation. So that means you got to sue the governments, the state and federal government. It's about legislation. You got to sue the judiciary, the legislative branch. You got to go after the government. So you got slavery, then you got the Jim Crow. I agree with you. But again, do you think Kelly's people were part of that government? Because they have a nest egg themselves. And they're not going to have generations talking about, I'm trying to get my son a job. I hope my son go get a job somewhere. So now we're talking new money versus old money. Because those legislative people, that's new money. That slavery is old money. There's levels to this thing. There's levels to this thing, Jesse. There's levels to this thing, Jesse. There's levels. So you talking new wealth or old wealth? Hold on, I'll post my sources. Okay, cool. All you gotta do is name them. Just name them. That's 25%. And I'll goddamn save your sources. I gave you my sources, and we'll have a debate. And I will blow those sources out of the water, I guarantee you. I will blow them out of, I'll blow those sources away. Because that's what a debate is. Your sources against my sources. And we got plenty of time to dig, and see who comes out on top when it comes to goddamn pursuing who when it comes to goddamn slavery. But now we're talking reparations. Now we're talking new wealth, old wealth. That's a whole other topic. But we can talk about that too. Either way, Kelly's gonna pay. Why would Kelly pay? I'm trying to. Oh gosh. So we got somebody who's neutral, who's all about reparations. MD. I know he's driving. So explain to me how Kelly would pay. But thank you for your one source. Thank you for your one source, Jesse. Thank you for your one source. But why would Kelly pay if she doesn't have generational wealth? So because Kelly, I mean, you know, you had black people in the governmental legislation too, right? So just like today, we got Democrats working against black people. So you have black people always in the system working against black people because they were getting paid to do, just like that idiot pulled the goddamn fire alarm. So how does Kelly owe us money? How does this working class white woman owe us money? I'm just, because I don't like to waste my time. When it comes to money, Jesse, I don't like to waste my time. So when it comes to a payday, I like to get right to the money. So how does she owe us money? Because I want to know. Okay, you got two sources. You got three sources. All right. You ready for the debate? That's the first step. That's the first step, Jesse. Congratulations. So we'll get a date set up. We will get a door set up. One is a magazine. Yes, magazine. Yes, magazine. Oh, yeah, I'm going to destroy that. Yes, magazine. Another magazine. Okay, one's Duke Education. Okay. Duke Education. Okay. One's Yes, magazine. Oh, God. Really, Jesse? That's your source. PBS, and Yes Magazine. I gave you two books, sir, but at least you gave me one university, Yale. You gave me what? The last one he gave me was EDU. So Duke University, I'll give you that. But Yes Magazine and PBS, you know those sources I gave you are books. Like Kicked Out of Heaven is a volume. The Creature of Jekyll Island is a book. These are books. I will bring your sources. Oh gosh, bring your sources, Jesse. Bring your sources. Oh gosh, Jesse's gonna challenge my sources that are all book sources with a magazine and PBS. Magazine and PBS. Jesse. Okay, so be it, Jesse. If that's how you wanna set your graveyard up, if that's how you wanna dig your own grave, so be it, bro. You have a right to that. That's an obvious answer, Black Sun. Wait. Back. Tax revenue. Either way, Kelly's gonna pay. Oh shit, that's MD talking. Oh shit, that ain't Jay, that's MD. Oh shit, that's MD talking. Oh shit, that's MD talking. That's MD talking. MD's like, no, the working class gotta pay. Oh shit, damn. We did such a phenomenal show last night, and we did such a long show last night. I thought I would be able to take a break tonight. MD, you just came up with a title tonight. Do the white working class owe us reparations? Is that a good title? Does the white working class owe us reparations? Damn, MD. Damn, MD. Oh, you said no. Wait. Hold up. MD, does white work class owe us reparations? Answer again. Wait a minute. Hold up. USA Today, Jesse? No. USA Today. Oh my gosh. Exhibits, local.gov. Jesse, yo. Oh yeah, your sources really. Those are the sources that you want to go with in the debate. Okay. Okay, Jesse. All righty. No books. No books. No books. No books. No books. You just want articles. You want to go against me using articles and PBS and you know, secondhand information documentaries. You really want to go against Black Sun? Okay, all right. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to tell you how to do your debate. But if you want to debates with me, I would advise you to use some books. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, Jesse, but I advise you. I'm just saying you might want to use some books. Jesse, use some books. I'm trying to give you a hint. If you want a fair fight, use some books, Jesse. Don't use goddamn magazines and goddamn PBS and what's another one? AfricanExhibit.org. Don't do that, Jesse. Because there's not enough information in AfricanExhibits.org to go against Black Sun to tell me how many goddamn slaves that actually own goddamn who benefit all that own slaves, that own plantations. It's only 3%. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it. Because in that 25%, I'm going to ask for names. You're not going to be able to produce names. And once you don't ever produce names, guess who wins the debate? And I'm being nice when I just say ask for the family names. I'm saying goddamn show the family crest too. You ain't gonna be able to do that. None of those sources, maybe Duke might, but all those other sources that you mentioned are not gonna. No, they're not gonna do it because a lot of them are funded by these organizations. J.B. Morgan, a lot of their sources are funded. A lot of them are funded by a lot of these. Oh God, by those family goddamn names. Jesse, you really think they're going to badmouth themselves or badmouth the people? It's just like going to the goddamn HBCUs and the AKAs and ask them the goddamn and talk bad about the white man when the white man funds the HBCUs. Seriously, Jesse? Jesse, you know better. You should know better. No, Jesse. You really think they're going to badmouth their family names? I'm going to give you family names. I'm going to give you family crests. But let me ask MD, poor and rich. Okay, so MD saying poor and rich got to pay. Okay. Now, Jesse, I'm gonna give you an example of how to be humble. So when I'm gonna do an MD, because I'm like, damn, MD's on to something. I'm not just be out of pride, be like, no, MD, you wrong. What I'm gonna do, and this is what you do, Jesse, usually because MD's well read like that, I'm gonna say, well, MD, let's have a discussion about it tonight. We can have a fire show, and I can save face because MD got something up his sleeve to show how poor white people benefited off of it. So I'm like, my brain's working, and I'm like, well, let's have a discussion first. Let's have a discussion. See, that's how you do. You don't jump into no debate with Black Sun, who is well studied, who is well read on slavery and the families that own slaves. Jesse, let me show you how thorough I am. Let me show you how thorough I am. I trace my lineage back, my family name. I don't know. Do you know who, Jesse? Do you know who Marie Ball Washington is? Do you know who that is? If you know who that is, that's my great 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 grandmother. Do you know who Marie Ball Washington is? If you know who Marie Ball Washington is, that'll show you how thorough I am with my studies. That shows you who you're up against. That just shows you how thorough I am with my research. I am that thorough. I give people hints all the time. My great 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 grandmother was Mary Ball Washington. MD is correct. What is it? America owes us reparations. I agree. I didn't say America didn't owe reparations, but what I'm saying is that you go after the people. Oh, okay. You go after the people with the money. You don't go after the broke people. You don't go after broke America. There's two Americas. There's rich America and there's broke America. There's America that have it and America that don't have it. I'm not going to waste my time trying to sue people who don't have it. If that makes any sense. I hope that makes sense to MD and Che. I'm not going to waste my time with people who don't have it. I'm not going to drain somebody. I'm not going to try to beat or get. I'm not going to sit up here and grab a stone and try to get water out of a damn stone, is what I'm trying to tell you. But I know some of y'all believe in Jesus and Moses splitting the water and getting, he put the staff against the stone and got water. See, some of y'all think like that. In reality, I don't waste my time. Hold on. Hold on. Now, some of y'all think like this. This is how some of y'all think. Because some, and I'm not saying y'all, but some black people in the spiritual realm, they think if you smite a staff against this rock, you'll get water. I don't waste my time, and I use that with reparations. I'm not going to waste my time striking a stone with a staff expecting water. Now, there are people in the black conscious community that will do that. And if you're trying to do that with broke America, then you have a better chance of striking this stone with a staff and getting water out of it. I'm not going to waste my time. For those of you who have ears, let you hear. For those who have eyes, let you see. Wherever the Bible says that. Basically, I'm not going to waste my time. I'm not going to goddamn try to suck finances out of broke people. I'm going after the J.P. Morgans. Okay. 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 So that's where I'm at, y'all. That's where I'm at with that. I'm getting hungry. He's got me doing 89s and M10s. So I don't. So MD said, I don't care about slavery or who benefits. I don't care about slavery or who benefits. Okay. And that's why I said I want to have a discussion with MD so I can fill out MD and see where he's going with this. Because usually he can tie in stuff and have a good argument. So that's why I don't try to debate MD, man. But see, you, Che, I'm debating you because first thing come out of your mouth, racism, white supremacy. The white man's the devil. I'm like, oh yeah. Oh, he's sweet. Easy target. That's why I picked you as an easy target, Che, because you're quick to say, white man's the devil. Racism, white supremacy. The white man's the devil. I'm like, oh yeah, easy target. See, you can't get MD caught up in that way. That's why I have to be careful with MD. I have to melodically look at what MD's saying, and I'm like, okay. See, there you go again. I'm not religious. I'm spiritual. See, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not religious. I'm spiritual, and which all falls under the spooky dookie. That's why I'm saying you're no match for me. When a person screams out, I'm not religious, I'm spiritual, you already let me know you're in fairyland. You're in fairy tale land. You're letting me know that off the gate. That is so cliche. I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. That is so cliche. Oh. And that's why Che is bringing the PBS documentaries and the Yes magazines as a source against Black Sun, when Black Sun named 4 sources of books. Okay, MD agree. How do they not have it? I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. Wait. So MD says, thought box coming up. Black Sun is talking socialist strategies, not knowing that the legislative groundwork. Okay, you know what? Let me close this show out so MD can do a thought box because I got to learn. I got to take notes because MD, man, I think, boy, MD, I'm sitting up here goddamn targeting Che, and MD's targeting me. So let me get off. Man, thank everybody for coming out, man. Shout out to MD, man. Y'all stay tuned. MD's going to do MD's thought box coming up. He's going to break down, and I'm going to learn something. See, this is what I mean by beneficial information. I'm about to learn why I should tax working class white folks who are not in the lineage of slave owners. So that's why I'm when it comes to MD, I'm just gonna tune in. I'm gonna tune in, and if the shit is fire enough, which it usually is, then I might have to do a whole show tonight. Depending, I don't know, because sometimes MD make good points. You're like, you know what, MD made a good point. So again, let's tune in to MD. With that being said, man, we out, y'all. Stay tuned. MD's gonna do his thought box coming up, so you stay tuned. With that being said, peace out, y'all. Peace. Wait, he said, and you keep saying that laugh out loud. You don't know about reparations, Black son. No, MD. What I'm saying is that, never mind. You know what? I'm gonna listen to you, MD. I'm gonna listen to your critique because I know if I said something that's really out of the way, you're gonna say it in the thought box. So again, I'm not trying to bleed poor folks. I'm trying to go to the J.P. Morgans, the Citibanks, the Chases. That's what I'm trying to do. But I mean, if you got a better strategy, well, I just want, and there ain't nothing socialist about it. I want my cut from those corporations. I'm saying individual white. You know what? You're gonna break it down, MD. I'm just gonna see what you got to say. So, with that being said, y'all stay for MD. MD thought box coming up, and I'm sure Shay gonna do a show too, man. I'm sure Ron, he might goddamn tap into this. Who knows? But MD for sure, Che for sure. Hey, y'all, I'm out. Peace.